Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Riesa Pascal. Have you ever had a small product-based business idea but not known how to get it off the ground and turn it into something truly profitable? Well, that is where 37 Oaks comes in. Joining us now all the way from Chicago, Illinois is Terrand Smith, the founder and CEO of this company that is changing the game for small business owners around the country. Terrand, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you. We want to talk about 37 Oaks Consulting. How does this work? I'm sitting at home. I have my candle making business. What level of success is necessary in order for a business to realistically take that next step to work with a company like yours?
Yeah, well, 37 Oaks is a commerce consulting and a commerce development organization. So what we do is we work with product-based businesses all around the country, and we help them grow through either e-commerce, wholesale, storefronts, or pop-ups. So we know if you have a product such as you're making candles, like you said, or designing jewelry, or making pet snacks or jam, there's kind of like a trade when it comes to understanding how to connect your product to the customers in a profitable way, whether it is understanding your e-commerce shipping methods, or should you work with a distributor in order to get your products on the shelves of some of the larger retailers. So we know that a lot of that information isn't often found easily, and that's really what 37 Oaks is about. We're here to educate and prepare the businesses for the growth into those different channels. So a lot of times we work with businesses that are kind of a little bit beyond the startup phase. So they probably have tried or dibbled and dabbled a little bit in e-commerce, or maybe have their products in one or two boutique locations, but they feel kind of stuck and they're trying to figure out how to get from the startup phase to growth. And that's where we come in.
Absolutely, and you're providing that education, as you said. And you are what we at Daily Flash like to call a boss lady, in that you are truly using this company you founded to make positive change in your city and beyond. Why do you say small product-based businesses have the power to change local economies and communities? That's an interesting belief that you hold. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, of course. We've always heard that small businesses are like the engine of our economy. And I truly believe that, especially for the local communities, because a lot of the businesses that we work with, in some cases, they are the closest to the customer. They're in the weeds, call it. They're in the neighborhoods. They're understanding the nuances of the consumers within that particular neighborhood. And oftentimes they know it better than some of the broader and the bigger brands do, because they're so close to it. And also they tend to be some of the only options for some of these communities as well, especially when you're looking at maybe under-resourced or underserved communities. Sometimes these are the only products that those consumers have access to. So as soon as these customers can get access to those products, now their needs are met, but then also we're putting money into the entrepreneur's hands. So now they can hire people and create jobs. They can occupy vacant storefronts. They can pay tax dollars. They're really impacting the whole fabric of the economy. And that's why I do what I do, because I see the benefits of them being successful.
That's so important. I love that you're able to use your business to help others and in turn help the communities. You're sharing just that ripple effect right out from that small one act. What are your top tips, Terrand, for our viewers at home? They're watching this. They have a product-based business idea. They want to see it flourish into something real and profitable. Maybe they're not quite ready to work with your company. They haven't reached, that level yet. But can you share some advice just from your experience, what they can do?
Yes, absolutely. I think when you decide to be an entrepreneur and you decide to have a product and you're looking to scale it to the masses, there's a lot of technical things that you have to consider, similar to what I mentioned earlier about shipping policies, or are you going to work with a distributor? But before you even go that route, I think that there's what I call a mind shift and also a work shift that has to happen before you enter the growth stage. So if you just have a product and you're kind of starting it up and you're trying to figure out what you want to do with it, there are changes in the mind and changes in the way that you need to approach your business in order to get from startup to growth. So there's actually a book I recently wrote called Prepare to Shift. It's available on Amazon. It's available on our website, but it really walks business owners through that process. It helps you understand how it is that you should think different about your business and what are some principles and exercises that you should do different in your business before you kind of dive in and reach that goal that you have for growth. So really it's about getting your mind ready and getting your business ready in order to go on that journey.
It's all about the mindset, right? It's not just enough to have a great idea. You have to have the right mindset and be ready to push forward and get through all that hard stuff. Well, I'm glad you mentioned you wrote a book, because I know education is very important to you at 37 Oaks. So you talked about that off the top, and you also offer a 37 Oaks University. What is that? Tell us about this.
I look at retail or commerce or distribution as a trade. So similar to if you are a plumber, you go to plumbing school, or if you want to go to be an electrician, you go to electrician school. Well, we don't really have retail school or e-commerce school. And that's really where 37 Oaks University comes in, because we offer over 30 courses that are designed to increase the retail, the commerce, and the distribution acumen of growing businesses. So there are where you'll find these courses, whether they're on demand, you can go to our site and just watch the courses and download them, or you can attend some of our programming to get some of the details behind the programs as well. But this is a place where you can just really build that education. So when you're talking to customers or buyers at retail stores, you're speaking the language, you know the process, you understand the timeline, and your business operations are prepared for that as well. So that's really what 37 Oaks is all about.
Excellent. And this is just a fun question before we wrap up, but you must see all kinds of products come through your company. Tell me about one of your favorite one that someone had this idea and you've helped them flourish it.
Wow, I have seen, you are definitely right. I have definitely seen a lot of products, and I don't know if I think because I've seen so many, not just in 37 Oaks, but even in my corporate retail before this career beforehand. So I don't know if I've seen one that's been really different or interesting, but I will say there is a recent brand that I've worked with. They're actually called Lip Revolt. They are a cosmetic brand, mostly for lipsticks, and they have a great, I'd say, charge behind them in terms of lifting up women and using their products to do so.
That's so important. Terrand, thank you again for joining us. For everyone at home, you can go to 37oaks.com for more information.